We got a question coming in from Packer Dude 89. Appreciate the super. What NFL janitorial staff does the best post-game cleanup of their bleachers and seats? I'm just going to say this.
I don't know.
I love the Raiders, but Oakland was, I think, a little bit older than a lot of NFL stadiums I've ever seen, and I went to the bathroom in the stadiums in Oakland. I'm going to give my tip of the cap to Oakland janitors.
I've been to games in Cincinnati. I've been to games in Baltimore and in D.C. and Dallas. Dallas seemed pretty clean. I don't know the answer to this one. It's a fun one. I don't know the answer to it.
Is it Green Bay? Let us know, Packer Dude. All right, remember, use hashtag NFL or you can super chat to get on the show. Teddy Bridgewater touchdown to interception ratio for this upcoming season.
Okay.
I'm going to go with like 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
I think he can throw for more touchdowns. How about 26-9?
Okay.
I think you're going to see McCaffrey kind of vulture some near the red zone, I think in particular. But I think Carolina, with a very young and overhauled defense, is going to be down a lot. They're going to have to throw it.
It's true.
I think Bridgewater can throw for 25+.
Okay. Let's go to Jacob, who's a Ravens fan. What up, brother? Who are some day 2 receivers who could be instant impact contributors? Jacob, great question. If you guys remember, we're using hashtag NFL, okay? Use hashtag NFL or you can super chat to get on the show. So, Tom, who are some day 2 receivers who could basically contribute right away?
2 of the first picks in round 2 were T. Higgins and Michael Pittman. I think Michael Pittman and Higgins are both pretty well ready to go in terms of the receiver spot. So I like Pittman as a potential fit. I think he makes a lot of sense. I think Laviska Shenault and KJ Hamler have to be schemed for, but they could certainly fit that mold as well. I don't think Denzel Mims, who I like, but I don't know if he's really ready to contribute in the same way that others are. So I'm going to go with, I don't think Duvernay's the guy. I'm going to go with Michael Pittman in the end there.
Cool.
That's going to be my mindset.
All right, Jacob, appreciate the question. Let's go to Browns Nation. Will David Njoku be top 15 tight end again?
I don't think he ever was.
No.
Was he ever?
No, I don't think so.
So I think that Njoku's not going to be a top. I don't think he's ever been. And you signed Austin Hooper to be your starter. You paid him not
42.
just starter money, but top-end tight end money. So I don't think Njoku is going to be a top 15 tight end. Now, can he be part of a top 15 tight end rotation? Sure. But he can be a really good number 2 tight end right now behind Austin Hooper. But they also drafted someone in round 4.
Yeah, I think David's time is done. Plus, there's so many mouths to feed in Cleveland. So many mouths to feed. So we want you to shout out who your favorite NFL player is right now in the comments section. My favorite Raider is probably Crosby. My favorite all-time player, I would say, is Drew Brees.
Oh, you're close.
I know you're a Deion Sanders fan.
Deion's the best, baby.
So we want you to shout out your favorite player. I see Luke Galloway says Dak. I see a Zeke in there. Geno Atkins, Jordan Love. We got another Zeke, Jordan Love, Uncle Will Diss, and then a Derek Carr even got thrown in there. Bottom line, if you want an NFL jersey, and not just any jersey, like these are high-quality jerseys, go to chatsports.com/jersey deal because every single jersey you see on screen is under $80, plus they have literally almost any jersey you could ever want.
They've added a whole bunch of the rookie jerseys, some of the new style of jerseys. So they didn't have Tua or Burrow or Lamb on there until about a couple days ago. They are now on there. So it's chatsports.com/jersey deal. They even got the new Rams jerseys and the new Bucks and the new Falcons ones. So not every player is on there, but a whole bunch of the new players that have changed teams and have been drafted are available. Chatsports.com/jersey deal. That link's in the comments and the description. Official Nike jerseys for under $80.
Let's go to Kevin Otto, who looks like he's got a new logo for your name. Appreciate it.
I dig it.
What coaches are on the hot seat for 2020?
I'll go AFC, NFC just by division to keep it easier for you guys. I think Adam Gase on the hot seat in New York this year.
Yep.
I think the AFC North's in probably pretty good shape. I don't think Bill O'Brien is there, but he should be. They missed the playoffs. Maybe he jumps back onto it. Doug Marrone, very much so down in Jacksonville. Anthony Lynn, very much so with the Chargers. I don't think anyone in the NFC East is on the hot seat right now. I think Matt Patricia in Detroit is. I don't think Matt Nagy should be, but they might just clean house altogether if they miss the playoffs again this year.
Dan Quinn for
certain in Atlanta. And I think Kingsbury's safe, but I think like the top 2 for me are Quinn because they have to start well, and then I think Doug Marrone as well. I don't think Marrone keeps his job this year.
So remember, use hashtag NFL, or you can also super chat. Super chat, you kind of like jump the line, if you will. Do the Cowboys trade or keep their first in 2021?
Do they trade for Jamaal Adams? That's the answer to your question. I don't think they'll move that first, at least not in the immediate future, for anyone other than Jamaal Adams at the moment. So I think for now it's more likely that they end up keeping that first-round pick.
So if you're a diehard Cowboy fan, or if you love NFL draft coverage, go give my man Tom a follow on Twitter. He is at WhatGoingDowney.
So I do draft stuff, I do Cowboy stuff, I do general NFL stuff. So if you have questions, if we don't get to them on the show, hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. My DMs are open for that exact reason. Somebody already DM'd me. I'll get you back after the show, my man. I promise you.
All right, let's keep the show moving here. We got Rashard Lee. Cowboys versus Ravens Super Bowl 55 predictions.
I'm in on that one. Where do I sign? I will take that right now. It's a good bet.
Oh boy! I mean, it's an interesting bet.
It's a fun bet. It's a fun bet. I don't know if it's a good bet.
Rashard, appreciate it. Let's keep the show moving here where we got Chase Cooper using hashtag NFL. How many the wins will the Eagles have in 2020? Obviously, the Cowboys will have 0.
Chase, I think, has DM'd me before on Twitter with some good Cowboys jokes. I think 9.5 is a good over-under for Philadelphia. It's the same over-under I think that the Cowboys have right now. Both those teams will be battling for the NFC East in all seriousness because it ain't going to be the Giants or the Redskins. It'll be one of those two teams.
Let's now go to my man William McLean, who's using hashtag NFL. Could you see the 49ers signing Antonio Brown?
I don't think so. I don't think Shanahan wants to brid that. Would he, though?
I think he'd fit in the Shanahan offense.
I mean, everyone fits in the Shanahan offense. That's why you get Raheem Mostert being one of the best running backs all of a sudden.
I'm saying from a wide receiver standpoint, when you've had an ex-receiver like a Pierre Garçon in the past, right? I mean, he fit perfectly.
Yeah.
I think Antonio Brown is kind of that player who can go underneath, who can run the slant really well.
He gives them someone who you don't have to scheme for in the same way you're going to scheme for Brandon Ayuk, and you scheme successfully, by the way, for Deebo Samuel. But I don't think the Niners want to inject that into the locker room right now.
You just said Brandon Ayuk. I mean, they traded up for Ayuk for a reason.
Yeah.
I think, that's why you don't go out and get a player like Antonio Brown. Let's go to TT Whimsy. Who is going to be the 2020 NFL MVP?
I would like to speak Drew Brees into existence because he deserves one.
Drew Brees or Russell Wilson?
In the same vote, you're right. Russell Wilson deserves one. If you want to stick with the trend of recent first-round picks breaking out, Kyler Murray would be next up in that trend.
So we're going to go from MVP because I play in a lot of fantasy football leagues, and I want to know who's going to be the first quarterback drafted in fantasy football leagues this year. I'm curious what y'all have to say because I think for me it is between two people. You might be able to throw in Russell Wilson, maybe a Deshaun Watson, but I think it's between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. For me, I'm going to give my advantage to Lamar because of the ability to run.
I am actually going to go with Mahomes. I think there's just a little bit less risk involved.
Okay.
Like if Lamar's rushing declines this year, which I think is
plausible,
if not probable.
Yeah.
If the touchdown numbers return to a bit more normal state.
Yep.
In the end, I am going to cheat and say I'm not taking a quarterback first. I'm going to go elsewhere.
Somebody said Teddy Bridgewater. Daniel Jones,
You
Jordan
can take
Love.
him in round 15 or whatever round you are. Yeah.
Somebody did say Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is a great real-life NFL quarterback. I wouldn't take him in fantasy, but if you want to turn your fantasy into a reality, maybe a jersey, does that help? Go to chatsports.com/jersey deal. You can get any of these jerseys you see on screen for under $80. It'll be in the comments section. It'll be in the description below. You can get rookies. You can get the new jerseys. Your favorite team, your favorite player. It is at chatsports.com/jersey deal. One more time, they are under $80. Also, they have insurance on them. So if a player were to get traded, don't worry, you can get a new jersey. So you guys are good. Chatsports.com/jersey deal. Let's go to Jeremiah Robinson, who, judging by this, needs to get a pick. Will Derrick Henry be the league rusher again this upcoming season?
I'm going to go with no.
Yep.
I think that somebody else will take that crown from him. I got a dark horse pick for you. Nick Chubb.
I mean, he was number 2 last season.
That offense, he was number 2 last year. The offense is going to get him the ball even more. So Nick Chubb, dark horse pick. Because he's not mentioned in the conversation of best backs.
Yeah, I would say if you want a real dark horse, I am going to go Josh Jacobs, who I think is entering year 2. The offensive line is going to be better. Their offense is going to be a little bit better. And, I mean, he was on pace for over 1,300 yards as a rookie. So if you want a dark horse option, sure, I guess we could go with a guy like that. But Derrick Henry to me is still unbelievable. Let's go to Packer Dude 89. Odds Ryan Leaf is guilty.
For those of you that don't know, there's a domestic battery charge right now against Ryan Leaf. So I will not comment, and I will let the legal system play its way out. How about that?
Good answer. Let's go to Doctor. What up, Doctor? Better running back next season, Zeke or Miles Sanders? I am actually right now breaking down the top 32 projected starting running backs, so make sure you guys are subscribed. That video will be coming out on our channel soon. But for me, I think Miles Sanders is a fun player. I've seen a lot of breakout articles around him. However, this is Zeke, and it's not even that close to me. There is not another running back that has more total yards, total touchdowns over the last 4 seasons than Zeke.
I think Zeke's a top 5 back. I don't think Miles Sanders is there yet. I'm not going to project him to be, so I'm going Zeke.
Let's go to King J. What running back leads the league in rushing yards this upcoming season?
I shot my shot with Nick Chubb.
I mean, this one isn't all that sexy. I am going to put my money on Ezekeil Elliott just because he is a player where I know they want to pass, but they are still going to be a run-first team in my opinion.
I got 2 more here for you. Dalvin Cook, again, run-heavy offense. Joe Mixon. Benefits now with having competent quarterback play.
I can't get on board with Joe
Mixon. Sleeper with Mixon, baby.
I can't. Aaron Jones would be interesting, even though his touchdown regression is going to come down a little bit. Alvin Kamara, no. Christian McCaffrey has always got to be up there. Maybe if the Giants actually use Saquon Barkley correctly. But Nick Chubb, I like that one. Let's go to Brian Parson, another super chat. And this will be the last question unless we get another super. So if you want it on there, super it in right now. I heard this is a 4.5 point difference between Prescott and Dalton per game. I think that's ridiculously high. Prescott, to me, isn't a game changer.
There was also a stat that I'd seen from it uses EPA, which the NFL and ESPN and some NFL teams use, just expected points added. It resulted in a 3-win difference between Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton. I actually completely buy that.
Okay.
We can go back and forth on Prescott if he's a game changer or not. He was great last year. Across his NFL career, he's been really good. Of course, he's not been perfect. He's had a very strong start over the first 4 years of his NFL career. It's a little weird to me that we will allow excuses for some quarterbacks, not for others. I don't think we treat all quarterbacks equally. And I think for Dak, that comes down to the fact that he wasn't a first-round pick. Had he been a first-round pick, we don't have half these discussions around him because there's an assumed greatness that goes along with it. The reality is we were wrong on Dak Prescott. Dalton's not that good here, folks. So in reality, I actually do buy that. And there aren't that many games decided by 4.5 points. You're looking at maybe 3 or 4 a year. So I actually do buy that. So if you want to ignore the data, that's fine. I know it's nerd math and that's confusing to people. But, Brian, I actually do agree with that Prescott is substantially better than Andy Dalton.